One competition remains. Just one more time, we will see competitors hit the track in the 2025 Diecast Competition Series. And 3 competitors are fighting for the championship for the first time in Diecast Competition points standings history. Folks, ladies, and gentle cars, my name is Farkle8000, and today I am going to look into all 3 of these competitors and give you my pick for who will walk away, or I guess drive away, from 2025 a champion of the Diecast Competition Series. We will go in order of points. So we will start with your points leader, then go to second, and then go to third. Although I have also just realized that this is the exact same order as when they will race. First in points will go first, then it will be second, and the last one to race will be third in points. So now, let's get started with a competitor who I feel needs no introduction. Demon enters the last competition of 2025 first in points. He has a 28-point buffer over second place. He is a 2-time champion of the Diecast Competition Series, one in 2022, and his second coming in 2024. That's right. Demon is the defending series champion, looking to go back-to-back in championships. He has the most championships out of anyone. No one else has more than one. He's looking for his third. Demon is also number 1 in the all-time wins list as well. He has 19 wins, but in 2025, it's been a relatively quiet year for Demon in Victory Lane. He only has 1 win, where his other championships, he got 6 wins and then 11 wins last season. But this year, Demon only has 1 win, but it came in the most influential competition of the season, and that is March. Every single season of the Diecast Competition Series, except for 2020, the winner of the March competition has gone on to win the championship. The only reason 2020 does not apply to this is because the champion that season did not compete in the March competition, but the winner of the March competition did finish second in the championship. So Demon has got that going for him. As I mentioned, it's been a very consistent season for Demon in 2025, and very decent numbers in the last 5 competitions: 260, 286, 264, 262, and 190 are Demon's last 5 competition finishes. Second in points is a rookie, and that rookie is Roadster. Roadster only has 1 win this season, that coming all the way back at the start of the year in the February competition. Though, despite only having 1 victory, Roadster has been quietly incredible this entire season. I remember when she won there, I thought to myself, damn, that came out of the middle of nowhere. I did not see her coming, and now I'm thinking, how on earth did I not see her coming? I guess it was the second competition of the season. That's probably why. Roadster's last 5 finishes are 252, 260, 190, 284, and 263. So a little bit more inconsistent than Demon as of late. And the last competitor that I'd like to talk about obviously sits third in points, and it's another rookie. This one being Mock. Mock has the least accomplishments of anyone on this list. Mock is winless, not just this year, but in his entire career. I mentioned he is a rookie this season. His best finish, though, came in the May competition where he finished second to Comic. And if there was a simple phrase to describe Mock's season, I would say quietly and consistently in the mix. You notice Mock is there, but he's not lighting the world on fire. He hasn't gotten a win this year, so he hasn't been in the spotlight that much until recently when Comic DNF'd and Mock has kind of driven up closer to the mix and has a chance not only at Rookie of the Year, sitting 1 point behind Roadster, but also 29 points to the points leader. Mock currently sitting in third. His last 5 finishes are, brace yourself, 285, 264, 262, 285, and 285. So Mock, unbelievably consistent as of late, significantly more consistent than Roadster, and a lot more consistent the last couple of competitions than Demon. Now that you have met your competitors, who takes the championship? Out of these 3 that are currently on your screen, only one will be crowned the 2025 Diecast Competition Series Champion. I have a lot of thoughts to this one, and quite frankly, a lot of it is very hypothetical. But looking at the competitors, I would say Demon is technically in the best spot. He will be, I believe, in race 48 in the season finale, and he'll be around slower competitors. But I don't like what I saw out of Demon in round 1 of the December competition. He got on his side nearly at DNF. That was his first ever major mistake. The other mistake he made was in July in the final rounds. He got on the side there but was able to skateboard it to the finish line. So Demon has made quite a couple of uncharacteristic mistakes this season. And looking at Mock as well, he's going to be in race 67. And that is the same race that Salty is going to be in. I'm not very confident in Mock's speed against Salty. I don't think there's a single competitor in the field that Salty cannot beat when he is on his game. So Salty's mistakes from the Halloween competition and his mistake that got him a DNF at the end of the last competition, Mock's gotta hope and pray that those mistakes are not cleaned up. But Mock, the last 2 competitions in the final rounds have gotten off the track. In November, it was just a kind of wall tap. He straightened up and moved on. In December, he skateboarded and nearly DNF'd. I'm not entirely pleased with that type of finish result right there. And so you then would think about Roadster, and she's been strong. She's going to be, I believe, in race 63. So around strong competitors, but I have a feeling she's stronger. But the last few competitions as well, Roadster was extremely slow through the transition in the last competition. I think that if she wasn't that slow. I think she could have easily beaten Mock in that race, and Mock might still be in the championship conversation, but a little bit further behind than what he currently is. And so slow through that transition. And then we've seen Roadster get taken advantage of this season. She was slowed down by Drone in the Halloween competition. He got up into the air, got on the side of the track into Roadster. And so Roadster has been taken advantage of, gotten into the side of the track. So I would pick Roadster. Oh man. I would pick Roadster. But then looking at their worst finishes, Roadster has a worst finish of 137. Granted, that was in Race Derby, so then in a regular competition, that would be 183, which did happen way at the very start of the year in January. But I think she's had a couple of 185, 186, and 190s as of late. So then, maybe you think to Mock, he's gotten on the side of the track, but, you're racing for a championship, you're hopefully going to clean those up. His worst finish is 132 in Race Derby. In a regular competition, though, it's 174 in the March competition. So both very early in the season, only 4 finishes outside of 200, whereas Roadster has 5 finishes outside of 200. And all of this to say, I don't want to gloss over Demon whatsoever. Demon also has 4 finishes outside of 200, and his worst finish is 159 in January. But, those mistakes from Demon, honestly, I think those mistakes are going to take Demon out of the conversation. I know he's in race 48. He's going to be around slower competitors. But I do not like what I saw out of Demon at all in the last competition. So I'm going to say Demon does not go back-to-back. So that comes down to the rookies. Is it the one-win wonder of the year of Roadster? Or is it the winless, consistent guy of Mock? And I think I'm going to have to go with Roadster, because Mock is going to be racing Salty in the next competition. And Salty, without a mistake, is, I think, easily winning that race. I've thought this before. I thought he was easily going to beat out Comic in November, and then Comic just surprised me. I mean, Salty did start to fall back, and the mistake in the last competition. No. I cannot pick Mock. So there we go. That leaves one. That leaves Roadster as my pick for your 2025 champion. Sure, she's got the most finishes outside of 200 at 5. And she's going to be in race 63, but the biggest thing that's making me pick Roadster is my worries for her. It's slow through the transition. So what? And so, there we go. Second in points, a last competition pass. I think Roadster will be your 2025 Diecast Competition Series Champion. Officially, I am picking Roadster, but unofficially, I know that this championship could come down to either 3 of these competitors. If Demon cleans it up, he's a 2-time champion. If Roadster is, just a little bit faster through that transition and outlasts Demon, she's the champion. And if Mock is able to beat Salty, then he is your champion. And so it's just complicated, but looking at the numbers, I think it's ultimately going to be Roadster. I want it to be Mach. I think it would be neat for it to be Demon. I want it to be Mach so badly. A winless champion of the Diecast Competition Series would fuel me for generations. That would just be awesome. And so there we go. That's my pick. Obviously, I'm not very confident at all. I don't think... It doesn't matter who I pick out of these top three. I'm not confident in anyone. It genuinely could be anyone winning this championship. So I'm going to end this video here before I have any more second guesses. Just one competition remains, and the championship could logistically be over, or statistically be over, after round number 1. And with that could also come Rookie of the Year, because Mach and Roadster, separated by 1 point, are both going for Rookie of the Year. They're going for Championship and Rookie of the Year. And so those two have a lot on the line. Demon, looking for history, going 2 in a row, claiming his 3rd overall championship. It's going to be a close battle. Let me know in the comments below who you have winning this championship. And let me know why. Tell me your reasoning. That'll do it here. The next time that I talk to you will be the finale for the 2025 Diecast Competition Series season. And then right after that, we'll finally get into 2026. But 1 to go. The white flag is waving over 2025. 3 competitors have a chance at the championship. I'm picking Roadster. Let me know who you're picking below. Subscribe to the channel to find out in time, or in real time, who the champion will be for this season. And until then, until next time, my name is Farkle8000, and we'll see you later.